Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
By the offense.
2nd down coming up.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They go right back to him. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll go to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cowboys offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Svoboda. And they can't make the play on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Paul.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Ball's out, and the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football.
Got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Finds the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Looking to throw it again. It's complete to the left. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. And the defense, got him at the 27.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Brewster. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
At the 12-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Calls his own number. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
At the 10-yard line. And that's a first down.
Ready up.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. He'll take it himself.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
Good right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wants to throw. It's Svoboda. They're trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They finished the first 2 drives with field goals. They'd love to get a little something more this time, Jesse.
Want to just keep seeing balance from them and a little better execution as they get closer to the goal line. They've got the playmakers at receiver, at running back, and they love their offensive line, David. Just got to put it all together.
And I think once you start to move the football down the field, that area of the field when you get in field goal range, you got to be a little bit more physical. So listen, still a good start. Still got the lead and an opportunity to build on it here.
Handoff to the single back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. He now has 56 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. To throw, it's Svoboda. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is that this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Handoff from the shotgun. Barishnikov should be so sweet. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Handoff to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here's the handoff. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
2nd down coming up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Unloads to the wideout. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterbacks got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Svoboda. Fires to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the timing just a hair off. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff to the fullback. Gives it the big stiff arm. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
First down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Looking for a deep man. Grabs it inside the 10. And it's a touchdown.
And this offense right now, they are doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
Green 25.
Quick pass on the jet motion. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Cincinnati. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll run play action. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Gonna let it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. The give to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating this guy and making an accurate throw.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you've got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. At the 35, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 20. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6.
The ball is out behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. To the ground with the back. Using the spin move. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Going for 6. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Now on first down from the 28.
First down for the offense.
Handoff to the single running back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Cowboys will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percent.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
The Cowboys will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Running it back, it's Robinson. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got a man. It's Campbell. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Running back searching for a hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. The play action fake. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout by the offense.
Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've got...
Just slithered. Continues to fight for yards. All kinds of running room. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wyoming. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
In a play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on one carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that 2nd level, no one catches him all the way to the house. 99 yards.
Back to throw, it's Svoboda. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Pocket starts to come. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He'll bring it back. It's Valentine. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out.
P6.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Okay, ready?
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. On the ground, it's quick. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 38. 2nd down coming up.
Ready, set.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
Easy.
Give to the running back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He got it. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Svoboda. Fires to the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Brown.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
He wants to pass it on second down. He looks that one in nicely. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. He'll just keep slinging it. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, the corner route is definitely a timing route because you're pushing straight up the field to make it look like you're running a go, and then you break to the sideline. So quarterback and wide receiver really have to be on the same page with timing.
Going up top on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And now on second down for this offense. The back goes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.